I know bullying is really bad right now, and I can't imagine the bravery, quote unquote, that people have when they have a phone or a computer in between them to bully people at school, because people used to be so out of pocket to your face back in the 90s and 2000s. And there's this one particular time that I'm remembering that is like, it still haunts me. Freshman year of high school, I'm talking to my friend. It's just a conversation between A and B, her and I. She and I don't know. I think that's stuff you learn in second grade. And you guys know I didn't learn anything in second grade because my teacher was too busy dieting for her wedding, to the point where she got her jaws wired shut and she was really cranky and she didn't really teach us anything. She just talked about her wedding. That's a whole other trauma. Let's fast forward to this high school trauma. I was telling my friend in passing, basically, that I hadn't really been sleeping a ton. Now, in hindsight, no one was sleeping well in my house at the time, because my mom was very sick with cancer and she had a lot of insomnia towards, as her cancer got a lot worse. And she died when I was in high school. That's a whole story that I've told many times. And it's sad. It's wicked effing sad. So I'm telling my friend nothing about the traumas, nothing about the horrors that are happening at home. I'm just like, oh yeah, I haven't been sleeping a ton. And this kid just chimes in, just sees himself into the conversation and is like, yeah, I can tell. Like, oh, okay, hi, welcome to the conversation. So I was like, oh, okay. And he was like, you want to know how I know? I was like, sure. I didn't realize that it was going to be mean-spirited. I had no idea. He said, because when you sleep, you grow, and you're incredibly flat-chested. Like, to my face. Now, I don't know if I'd want to hear that on the internet either, but like, and here's the other thing. When someone said something like that to you back then, you didn't get to say, like, shut the F up. You were supposed to laugh it off. You were supposed to just go with it. You couldn't be, like, upset by it. You couldn't be sensitive about it. If you were, people would just chime in and be like, well, he's not wrong. Or, like, it's just a joke. Or they'd, name some other thing about you that was awful, in their opinion. Not to mention that my mom was at home dying of breast cancer. So, like, the ways in which, like, having to see, like, my mom's body deteriorate as my body was, like, still growing. By the way, I was probably 14 when this was said to me. Anyway, it was so out of pocket. And that was the 90s and the 2000s.